across the South Coast. Live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Hello and welcome to Solent Sports News. I'm Max Timms with your 4 o'clock bulletin. We have some breaking news. Michael Carrick has just been announced as Middlesbrough manager. The former Manchester United man played for Middlesbrough as a 9-year-old and has said he's delighted to return. He's also going to be alongside Jonathan Woodgate in the dugout, who takes over as assistant manager. In the Premier League, Southampton fans were buzzing after their side's 1-1 draw with Arsenal. Kyle Full has more on the match for us.
Southampton hosted league leaders Arsenal on the weekend. Saints fans were hopeful before the match after the Wednesday night away win at Bournemouth.
They're very much more confident. I think basically what will happen today...
Southampton hosted league leaders Arsenal on the weekend.
In the second half you could feel that we were getting better and played better football and the goal.
Southampton hosted league leaders Arsenal on the weekend. Saints fans were hopeful before the match after the Wednesday night away win at Bournemouth.
They're very much more confident. I think basically what will happen today, we will, show a bit more aggression, and also I think we'll get a result today again. I think we could win this.
They've just got to play their best and fight hard for the ball and take any chances they do get.
And fight for the ball they did. Stuart Armstrong managed to convert his chance to equalise the match in the second half. Here is Alfie House, the Southampton FC reporter from the Daily Echo, of what this result means for the club and the fans.
It's a reminder that this team can achieve big things and they can go with the best, and when they play how Ralph Hasenhüttl wants them to play, they are a good team. In St Mary's, everybody loves young players, don't they? So when they see an 18-year-old Romeo Lavia playing so well, Bella Kotchap, all these young players, even though they're not from the Southampton Academy system, they feel that affinity to them, and I think the young players, they feel it back as well. The atmosphere, of course it swings around and round, and I think that comes with the belief. When you get those results, you start to back the manager again, you start to back the players, and that's when you trust that they're making the right decisions.
With that result, the Saints are now 15th in the table with 12 points from their first 12 matches. Away at Crystal Palace is next, and the travelling Southampton fans will be keen to see how the team deals with a certain Eagles forward.
I think what Southampton supporters are really looking forward to is watching Lianco go up against Wilfred Zaha. Wilfred Zaha is a long-time rival of Southampton. Him and James Ward-Prowse have had a couple of battles, and it's someone that they love to hate.
As the pressure slowly dies down for Hasenhüttl, it's been ramped up for Antonio Conte. His side have lost twice in the last week against Manchester United and Newcastle. In a brutally honest press conference, the Italian revealed that the size and quality of his squad is not good enough to compete in all competitions.
We have to go step by step. We need time and patience, and to have 2-3 transfer markets before to bring this squad competitive and to play two important competitions like Premier League and Champions League.
In the horse racing world, we have some news on the Queen's horses. I'm joined by Will Harris. So Will, what's happening?
The King is selling 14 of the late Queen's broodmares, horses which are kept for breeding. Publicly loved horses such as Just Fine and Love Affairs will be up for sale in November. They will be entered into the Tattersalls Horses in Training sale, the largest and most prestigious sale of its kind. Tattersalls spokesperson Jimmy George has said that it's not out of the ordinary. Every year they sell horses. His Majesty is just doing what owners do. The Queen bred her own horses every year, and Sandringham Estate has said they will continue to do so. Although horses are being sold, the Royal Estate are still sending out runners, with value added getting pipped on the line at Newbury this Saturday.
Thank you for that, Will. And the United States Grand Prix had some incredible action last night, like this battle between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen.
Hamilton leading the race. Verstappen goes down the inside. Hamilton sees that coming, tries the switcheroo. Verstappen goes deep, and now they're going to go wheel to wheel.
Max Verstappen came out victorious as he equalled the win record in a singular season. The Dutchman looked to be in trouble after a slow pit stop, but in classic Max Verstappen fashion, he managed to overtake Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton to win. England women's rugby head coach Simon Middleton can't wait to renew rivalries with Australia in the quarter-finals of Rugby Union's Women's World Cup. His side won their group with a 75-0 thrashing of South Africa, but warns his players that hard work will be needed this week in order to progress.
Everything's on the line now, isn't it? It's one defeat and you're on the plane going home. We've got a great draw against Aussie. It's not that often we get to play Southern Hemisphere sides, and it'd be great this week preparing and putting some strategies in place and some plans in place to see how we go against them.
Rory McIlroy is the world's #1 golfer once again. The Northern Irishman claimed his 23rd PGA tournament as he lifted the CJ Cup in South Carolina. McIlroy says he's worked hard to get back to the top.
I feel like I'm enjoying the game as much as I ever have. I absolutely love the game of golf, and I think that when I go out there and I play with that joy, it's definitely showed over these last 12 months. But yeah, it feels awesome.
Coming out of the local area is local boxer Colin Kirk. Oliver Denning looked into his journey so far.
The Irish theme you just heard was the ring walk music for local amateur boxer Colin Kirk before his fighting debut at Surge TV's Fight Night. With a unanimous decision, the Irishman won the bout comfortably. However, when I caught up with him, his view on the fight was different.
It went really well for me, and it was a unanimous points decision, all that kind of thing. I was just quite disappointed with myself that I didn't get the TKO, and I know I should have pushed harder. And I was basically staying behind my jab, which is just stupid, and it worked for me. It worked for me because his was slower, but I should be getting inside and trying to throw some more power shots and trying to, rock him in things. And basically I was just point boxing the whole time, which is not the best thing to do for a short bloke.
Short, sharp and powerful is Colin's game, with the boxer being 5'8" and fighting opponents much taller than him.
Now I'm trying to work on the head movement quite a bit, get myself inside and be throwing those hooks and uppercuts with a lot of power. I've been working with an S&C coach for the past 7 months. And he's really worked on getting some power behind my punches.
With his new strength and conditioning coach Nathan Thompson, the 1-0 fighter is looking to improve his output.
Been looking at doing low reps but high weight, sort of pushing his maximal force output. And then alongside that, we've been looking at getting him as quick as we possibly can at moving that weight. A set of something super heavy and then doing a set of something super light just to make sure that the heavy weight he's pushing is able to move quickly alongside that. Because there's no point having a strong bloke in the ring if he's not able to actually move quickly and dance around the ring.
Colin Kirk's next fight is on the 26th of November at Pound for Pound Palace, where he will be hoping his hard work can keep his record flawless.
From one boxing story to another, American heavyweight Deontay Wilder is potentially looking at a new career move. Wilder has recently beaten Finnish boxer Robert Helenius and is rumoured to be fighting Anthony Joshua, but has momentarily put the boxing on pause. He's released his first ever song titled Every Time, which in previous bulletins I've let you make your opinions on, but as this is the final one of the day, I have to say this song is a hit.
I'm around you, girl, you make my soul sing. I'm in love, babe. Girl, you drive me crazy. I'm in love, babe. Girl, you drive me crazy. I'm in love.
That's all from us today. Make sure to check out our socials and website. Goodbye for now.